Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, glory, and worship to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, Great Millstone. Salutations to Yakim, the pushing the word in truth and sincerity. This is Jacob about the Great Millstone, Atlanta. A quick lesson of prophecy update. This is from RT News. It says Pentagon confirms COVID-19 outbreak on another naval vessel, destroyer USS Kidd returning to port. Now, me, the brother Kalai and Shamak did a lesson on the first vessel, which was the aircraft carrier Theodore Roosevelt. That had a corona outbreak, a very bad corona outbreak. And now we see another situation with the creators of the novel coronavirus being compromised. Their military vessels and their military personnel are being compromised by the very device in which they have created for the mischief and destruction of the people of the planet Earth. Now, the scripture also says we be not ignorant of Satan's devices. We also keep in mind that the aircraft carriers and the battleships, they are hardwired with 5G radio frequency technology. That is a military grade technology that they use. So that can be a large factor in the contribution of the compromised immune system, I'll say, of these people. So whether it be for the actual coronavirus or is it for 5G, regardless, these are the devices of Satan that are coming back to hunt them, coming back to hinder their military might. All right. So it says the USS Kidd Navy destroyer is heading back to port after the U.S. Department of Defense confirmed one sailor tested positive for COVID-19 and was medically evacuated from the ship. U.S. officials also told Reuters that there are over a dozen positive cases on board. The vessel is currently operating in the Eastern Pacific region, carrying out a counter-narcotics mission, which nobody believes that, according to the officials. The Pentagon said the ship will be returned to port quickly to be disinfected, but it is not yet clear where exactly it is heading. Okay, so let's get some scriptures. We're going to jump right into it. This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 15. It says, he made a pit and digged it. And who did he dig the pit for? The righteous. He digged them, for the righteous and really for the whole world. Because this devil wants to depopulate the whole world. So his agenda, that's a part of his agenda. The COVID-19 that he created in the American laboratories, in the forts of America, and the 5G technology, which was being pushed by America, all right, in Esau, Edom, as well as China and many other nations, but is being spearheaded by the Americans and the Chinese and the Europeans. And that's why a lot of these people's immune system are actually compromised in these different cities and different locations because of that 5G technology. It says, and that's why, it's good, of course, before anything, prayer, having a good, solid diet. And it's also not, it's also would be wise to, be familiar with certain stones. Certain stones like, I believe it's hermamatite. You have sungite, which are great repellents, copper, these different elements that the Lord, familiarizing yourself with the elements of the Lord and their capabilities can be a strength in the positive in combating these devil's devices. Also, certain things such as sunflowers, plants, cactuses is great for absorbing and neutralizing radiation and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, if you don't have Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and most important, the faith in the Lord, then it's going to come to naught, regardless, So it says, in his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate, which is his head. Right. So these devices, the 5G, the different pestilences and diseases that Esau has created in his laboratory, he's not going to be able to control this thing. All right. And ultimately, him doing that and committing that act is condemning him even further in the eyes of the Lord, which shall return very soon and very quickly to destroy this place and destroy these heathens. All right. Verse 17, I said, I will praise Yahweh according to his righteousness and will sing praise to the name of Yahweh Most High. All right. Because the Lord is the Most High, not Esau, Edom, not Bill Gates, not the Rothschilds. All right. These are worms, man. And they're going to be shown to be worms in the very near future. All right. Your arms not long enough to box with the Lord. And you're about to be very acquainted with that. Right. So let's get another scripture. This is Psalms chapter 69, verse 22. Let the table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. So the devices that they're going to utilize to establish their enterprise, let it become a trap. Like them coming down on Jacob, which are the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and most specifically the elect of Jacob, it's only going to lead to the Lord lifting up a standard, which is going to cripple and destroy them, man. All right. As it is written, when the enemy should come in as a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. All right. It says, verse 23, let their eyes be darkened that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Verse 24, pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. And that's what's going to take place. That's what's going to take place. And you heathens, starting with Esau, Edom, are going to pay for the wickedness that you perpetuate on the earth. I was watching a video the other day in India. The Ganges, however, depending on who you are, how you pronounce it, river in India. This is a river that supplies a water source for hundreds of millions of people, and they're just dumping all type of city fluids and sewer water. All of that is just being dumped into the water. So you guys are not showing yourself not to be legitimate rulers. You are not intellectually sound or capable enough to put forth infrastructure that will not contaminate the water, man. That's idiotic, man. Why would you dump sewer water into the river water that you drink? That shows you why these heathens should not be in power, man. You guys in India are not legitimate, man. It's okay because the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, not niggas, but the elect of those people, we are about to take control of this thing and establish this world in righteousness, man. All right. So, yeah, I believe that's all I wanted to put forth. Quick lesson. As I said before, another ship contaminated, as they say, with coronavirus. A U.S. ship at that. And so the U.S. military is about to be compromised significantly in these coming days and months, especially when the war gets a brewing. So, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua, Shem Kudash. Shalom.